Hey there, Kenny.
How's it going, Brandon?
Well, hey, it's going all right. I wanted to show you this episode of Numbers, this procedural crime drama that Bill Nye guest starred in.
Bill Nye the Science Guy, you say?
I was going to say, you have all this science stuff out. This seems incredibly apropos.
It's so fitting. All right, perfect. Well, here's to science.
Here's to science. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. What is this?
I don't know. I wasn't very good at science, but...
This tastes like finger paints.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
Now, according to Numbers lore, if you're familiar with this show.
I'm not, but go ahead, fill me in. What is Numbers about?
Numbers is a procedural crime drama, you know, like Law and Order, but it's about this kind of genius mathematician that helps solve cases with, you know, maths.
Sure.
As the British would say.
It's a circle, or it's a triangle.
The creators of Numbers were huge Bill Nye fans. In fact, they were inspired to create the show because of Bill Nye. So, as sort of an homage to their idol, they had Bill Nye on the show 3 times. And this was his first episode that he did. He plays Bill Waldy.
Bill Waldy. Bill Nye playing Bill Waldy.
It's a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch. I'm glad he kept his first name.
So he wouldn't get confused on set.
Right.
So he plays presumably some kind of science expert that the characters in Numbers go to when they're trying to solve a case about, I think it's an arson case.
An arson case.
Some kind of murder or arson, some crime having to do with fire and combustion. So they need to go to Bill Nye the Science Guy.
But Bill Walden.
Bill Walden, I'm sorry.
Not Bill Nye.
A backdraft is a fascinating phenomenon. Already. With this candle.
Right off the bat, backdraft. A fascinating phenomenon.
He has
like
the same tone of voice as if he's talking to his imaginary, like, 12-year-old audience.
He's Bill Nye right now. You can't tell me that he isn't Bill Nye in this scene.
Yeah.
I could imagine, even if there's nobody in this room, he would be talking like this. Anyway.
That's true. Like, if he was just alone. If he was just getting something from the fridge. Oh, this cheese in here looks fascinating. I wonder how long... Is this expired? Well, that's really interesting. This is a fascinating phenomenon.
A candle and fire. Okay, go ahead.
Whoa! Professor Frink from The Simpsons.
The flame causes the hot gases rising from the candle to reignite.
You know, somehow I missed
He got a little excited there.
The department had a combustion lab.
It's pretty neat, huh? We converted it from an old laundry room.
Well, thank you, Professor Waldy, for setting this whole thing up.
Bill.
Professor Waldy. Not Nye.
Not Bill Nye.
Why didn't they just have him be Bill Nye? Can't just Bill Nye exist in this Numbers universe? Be like, we're gonna go to famed scientist Bill Nye, and he's gonna help us solve this Numbers case. Why can't he just? If you're gonna have a guy who is famous for being that guy, just have him play that guy.
And that could be kind of funny too, to have him play himself, and then to go along with that, when celebrities play versions of themselves, maybe have him be a little bit full of himself, a little bit touched with the fame, you know,
a little bit like Entourage, Curb Your Enthusiasm style.
Yeah. Play like a warped version of himself.
Maybe that would have been too distracting for Numbers. I mean, this is on what, NBC, ABC, CBS's?
It's one of those.
One of those.
I don't 3-letter ones.
I don't think that audience could handle that.
I don't think they care, frankly.
It's a circle, or it's a triangle. A Penrose triangle, which is an
it's Bill Nye. Bill Nye is on an episode of Numbers?
Wow!
And as noted in the arson report, we have insulated compartment, combustible ceiling. Now, this geometry will starve the fire just enough so that when this door is opened, oxygen will rush inside, creating a gravity current. Cold air and hot gases, and boom, smoke explosion.
You know what this needs is, because in the show, what was kind of fun was
Bill Nye the Science Guy show.
Yeah, the Bill Nye the Science Guy show is they would add in all these like sound effects. Like 2 seconds wouldn't go by without a sound effect. Or a graphic, or like that guy in the background going, Bill, what are you doing there, Bill? Don't light that match, Bill. No, don't do that.
And you don't have to thank me. Creating the conditions for a backdraft? Just way cool. Well, here's our booth. And as noted in the arson report, we have insulated compartment, combustible ceiling, combustible ceiling.
Combustible ceiling.
Now this geometry will starve the fire just enough so that when this door is opened, oxygen will rush inside, creating a gravity current. Cold air and hot gases, and boom, smoke explosion.
Temperature's rising.
When the temperature inside reaches 600 degrees, we'll open the door and add oxygen.
Thank you for explaining.
Hey, talk to me like I'm a human being.
Scorch marks and flame
Hey, Bill Waldy. Talk to me like I'm not 50 feet away from you in a room full of hundreds of students. I'm right here.
He's like thoroughly explaining it. I mean, he's got to.
I guess so, yeah.
People at home, grandma and grandpa are watching Numbers, and they need to be explained thoroughly what is happening with combustion. I mean,
A cork plug, which can be used as a stopper.
let's see what's going to happen here. Building it up. Yellow cake is in the middle there. It's about to blow up, I'm assuming.
All right.
Sounds like they got a real humdinger here.
Did we ventilate the booth properly?
I don't know,
According to
bro.
my
He was
calculations,
pissed.
we did.
Did we ventilate
Release,
it?
burn rate, air.
Time.
And there's no error in your math. No, that's a statement, not a question.
Gave a little bit of a zoinks face there.
Did. You know what? That's a little bit of a little acting right there, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, look, he's really, at the end of the day, he is doing Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Correct.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
a bad thing.
If we didn't know anything about Bill Nye the Science Guy, I'd watch this and think, oh, this guy's really excited about science.
He's a science guy.
He's a science guy.
scientist.
Exactly.
Science guy. Scientist.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I found an episode of Stargate Atlantis in which he played himself along with Neil deGrasse Tyson. And they are in nearly the entire episode, and they help solve a mystery, or I guess you could say.
Stargate Atlantis.
That's right. Do you know anything about the Stargate universe?
I mean, just assume that I don't. But go ahead. I know I know the movie, the Kurt Russell movie.
Yeah.
With the portal that opens up to like this Egyptian kind of desert alien world, right?
Yep.
So now I'm assuming there's a Stargate to an Atlantis water-like world. Right?
That I don't know, and I didn't really bother to look that up.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about the show. I'm sorry to any fans out there who are fans of Stargate.
In this Stargate Atlantis universe, that is actually Bill Nye is playing Bill Nye.
Yeah,
they did kind of what I said with the numbers thing. You're
Yeah.
gonna be somebody famous like that. Just be that person. you know?
Agreed.
Okay, so
Instead of like a weird kind of pseudo copy of
Bill
it.
Wembley or whatever.
Bill Wembley.
Whatever his character's name was. All right, so yeah, this is Bill Nye.
Yeah,
this is pure Nye.
This is not Nil By or like, Bill Rye. Bill Riley. This is Bill Nye. This is actually him.
I had it on good authority that you were dead.
Oh,
And this would be your sister?
no, Neil, she's not my sister. This is Jennifer Keller. It's Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You know, from television.
All right, pause. Hold on. Looks like Neil is getting a little. He's a little bit.
Is it?
I'm from TV. Is this your sister?
This is your sister? Yeah.
Is it fair game?
Yeah. A little wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm from TV. So Neil, in this version of Neil, he gets a lot of tail.
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson has a PhD in poon, it seems. And we'll see. See if Bill Nye's just as...
All right, let's see. Maybe Bill Nye plays a little bit more of the straight man in this.
Maybe he's a little more
pairing.
classy.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't perv it up.
Of course. Very nice to meet you.
No, the pleasure's mine.
And she's taken, Neil.
No, I didn't mean it that way. No.
Neil likes to steal things from me, things like women.
I saw him check her out.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he gave her the.
completely.
He gave her the.
He
one
looked
up.
her up and down. Let me
Oh
look.
my goodness!
Oh,
All
here we
right,
go.
these scientists.
very pleased to meet you. Oh.
Dr. McKay here would swear that he was already working on something very similar, just hadn't gotten around to publishing it yet.
Say things like, I was about to say that very same thing. Or I was just about to have that same idea.
Hey, at least I didn't declassify Pluto from planet status. Way to make all the little kids cry, Neil. That make you feel like a big man?
See,
All right.
thanks to Dr.
Are they bullies in this scene? Are they kind of like bullying him and being like, "Whoa, this guy over here is always thinking he came up with all these things."
And even notice when Bill Nye is like talking about gossip, it's the same tone as if he's explaining the planets to a 12-year-old. Yeah. It's like,
Hammer.
did you hear that Becky slept with his wife or whatever? Like whatever gossip there was.
They can't possibly be dating.
I know. Well, Neil, you're married, so dibs.
It's ridiculous.
Dibs.
This is better than Numbers already because it's just they embraced it.
Yeah, completely.
He's gonna be Bill Nye, but let's make it a little bit funny, and he's a little bit, a little bit like a dog in heat.
Yeah.
He is ready. He is ready for some biology.
We want to have sex all the time. Procreation, schmo-creation.
He didn't show up to this party for science.
Oh no.
Oh, this is outrageous. I mean, right when we need him the most, he puts it on me, and I'm supposed to be the one who's gonna do this? I get
Oh!
Man up.
It's one of those things where it's like kind of shocking to see. Oh, Bill Nye.
He thought he was such a nice guy.
Bill Nye he's an action hero today.
Yeah.
He's going after the girls. He is slapping dudes in the face. Man up!
This is Bill Nye acting out like who he's always wanted to be.
You know, all this talk about sex is making me hungry.
Which one did you like? Did you like the Numbers? Did you like Bill in that one, or did you like Bill in Stargate Atlantis? Which one you thought showed a little bit more?
Stargate Atlantis, definitely.
Oh, by far.
Like, really, it's when they just had him play a character.
Yeah.
It was boring. It was it's almost like when you play, if you're a celebrity and you play a version of yourself,
right.
You at least have a little fun jumping off point. People are going in thinking, this is Bill Nye.
You have an expectation.
You have an expectation that can be subverted.
Right.
Whereas if you're just playing a character, then people are watching like, oh, Bill Nye's playing a character. Who is he? And then it's kind of nothing.
It's distracting. It's a little bit. You're like, okay,
it is.
You're just kind of you're Bill Nye, but you're not Bill Nye. You're Bill something else.
Yeah, you're right. It is a distraction, and when you don't, I think probably when you don't address the distraction, just talk about it. Don't
just embrace it.
Embrace it. Exactly.
So Bill,
Mr.
Nye, is he a doctor? Dr. Nye?
I don't know.
Dr. Bill Nye.
Okay.
Very big fan of your work.
Yes.
Big fan of your show. I grew up watching it. Taught me a lot of things that I don't remember to this day.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if I go back and watch your show, I would learn a lot and like it still. I think you are a fantastic role model, a fantastic person, a great, important American citizen.
Well, what also comes... That was beautiful.
I don't know where I was trying to go with that. I'm just saying, Bill, you're Mr. Nye, Dr. Nye, if you're watching this.
Oh, he is.
You're great. So, science. Final thoughts on science.
I mean...
You for it? You
just
against it?
In general?
Inertia is a property of matter. T-minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode of Acting Oddities, which was brought to you by Audible. Audiobooks are a great way to binge content you love while doing things you love, like just going for a walk, exercising, road tripping, or if you're a pasty hobbit like me who tends to avoid natural sunlight during all hours of the day, you can listen in the comfort of your own home. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet, filled with books like Undeniable, Evolution, and the Science of Creation by Bill Nye. Bill Nye actually has several books he's written in his crusade crusade for scientific truth. And in every book he's narrated, some other ones include Everything All at Once and Unstoppable, he sounds just as upbeat and enthusiastic as he did in Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There are an ever-increasing number of humans on Earth, and every single one of us wants to live a developed world lifestyle.
Well, that's a fascinating audiobook. Audible helps you listen to more books by letting you switch seamlessly between devices, picking up exactly where you left off, whether it's on your phone, through your car, from a tablet, or at home on an Amazon Echo. You can get through tons of books, hands and eyes free, while doing almost anything, like putting food coloring in water and mixing it in science things. Audible members get a credit every month good for any audiobook in the store, regardless of price, and unused credits roll over to the next month. If you didn't like your audiobook, if you'd rather not listen to Bill Nye and maybe, I don't know, read Twilight or something, you can exchange it, no questions asked. Plus, your books are yours to keep. With Audible, you can go back and re-listen anytime, even if you cancel your membership. Start a 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is free. I actually did this once with actor Pete Postlethwaite's autobiography, A Spectacle of Dust, when I made a video about his life and career. It's a great book. Highly recommended. Go check it out. Go to audible.com/backfocus or text backfocus to 500-500. Again, that's audible.com/backfocus or text backfocus to 500-500. You can do it with audiobooks.
Watch who you're correcting, science guy. My PhD is not honorary.
Hey, look, I'm an engineer. I can do math. Just listen to my idea.
I have been listening to you, and that is what led me to believe that you are a moron.
It's a circle, or it's a triangle.
Wait, that's not what I meant. All this talk about sex is making me horny.